Hello guys, welcome. If you made it for this class, congratulations to you. All right, so just like I said in the previous video that you just watched, there are 5 things I'm going to discuss in this class, just to help you identify your place in life. All right, there are 5 things you must do. There are 5 ways you must go about it if you want to discover your place in life or identify your place in life. Just like we know that the fishes cannot survive on the ground, just like we know that humans cannot survive in water, just like we know that birds cannot leave the air and decide to swim in water, they are going to die. All right, just like the horse cannot fly, they're not meant to fly. That's how it is important to identify your place. If not, what will happen to you is what they call a choke. Are you with me now? So welcome to class one more time. And before I go on in this class, I just want to do a brief introduction of myself. I'm David Godson, David Mwachko. All right. So I used to be confused about this thing called place, where I fit in life, or probably a place where I fit in life. Actually, when I was much younger, I loved music, I loved God, I loved different things at different times. I even loved to talk, I loved to write, I loved to do things. But the problem was then for me was which of these places am I wired to do, focus on? It was a toggle and a struggle for quite a couple of number of years until I had to finally figure out that I'm supposed to do something that has to do with talking. And today I'm proudly a public speaker, as much as also I do music. All right, so I'm just going to teach you what I've learned over the years, the principles that have helped me identify my place, and I'm happy and fulfilled, and I'm getting the money, as you know. All right, so today I'm just going to talk about 5 things. Number 1 thing you must identify if you want to identify your place is self-discovery. All right, you must discover yourself. Self-discovery, you must understand how you're wired. You must understand the way you're wired to function. You must understand your personality. You must understand a lot of things about you. There are 5 things you must discover about yourself if you really want to identify your place, because everyone on earth has the way they are wired. That's what makes you unique. That's what makes you you. That's what makes you. You just imagine now the way a fish is. You know, you could tell that a fish, the way a fish was made is that it has gills. It breathes through the gills. Of course, we human beings, we don't have it. All right. There's a way a fish is built that makes it function in the water successfully. All right. That's the way you are wired for your place. So once you identify the way you are wired, all right, it helps you identify your place. All right, I used to say it like this: purpose discovery leads to, self-discovery leads to purpose discovery. All right, so once you identify yourself, you're able to identify your purpose. So once you identify your purpose, you're able to identify your place in life. All right, I'm going to go right straight to number 2. Number 2 is what I call vision capturing. One thing is for you to understand your wiring. One thing is for you to understand yourself. Another thing is for you to capture a vision. All right. Why do you need to capture a vision when you identify purpose? All right. A vision is the understanding of the purpose of God over your life. It's understanding of what you are called to do, how you are wired, and why you are wired the way you are wired. All right. When you can see beyond where you are seeing the future from where you are. You can see 5 years from where you are. You have a map that will take you there. You already have it in paper. You already have it structured in your mind. It's clear in your mind. All right. I used to say it like this: if you don't have a sentence, you can't define yourself in a sentence in the next 5 to 10 years. You're not clear. You don't have a vision yet. You must define yourself in a sentence. Once it goes beyond one sentence, you are confused. You're not yet clear about yourself. So that's one thing about vision capturing. So once you're able to capture a vision for yourself, a vision for tomorrow, that means you can identify your place. You already know where you're wired to be in. All right. So that's for that. Then the third thing that is very important that you must do is that you must seek for divine direction. No matter what you think you know about yourself, you need to also consult the person who created you, your manufacturer. All right. There's a certain way to hear from God. That's what people call listening to your heart. All right. If I should go deeper, there are about 7 ways you hear from God. There's about 7 ways God speaks to us. All right. So once you understand how to hear from God, He will be able to direct you. Sometimes God communicates to us, but we don't hear it because Probably we didn't even know that God is actually speaking to us. Okay, let's take it for example. Hearing from God is like having a decoder, right? DSTV decoder or something. And if you don't have a DSTV decoder, there are stations that DSTV decoder displays that are right available where you are, but you can't access it until you have a decoder and have a television. All right. So that's the same thing we're hearing from God. Some of us have the equipment of how to hear from God, but the problem is you don't know how to tune in. You don't know how to, I'm going to talk about this right later in this, how you can hear from God. All right. So, but just stay with me. All right. You must seek for divine direction. You must seek for God's guidance. All right. Whatever you think you know about yourself, you must seek for God's guidance so that you can identify your place where you're wired to be in life. Then the fourth thing that you must learn, or probably you must take note of, is that you must learn from other people who are mentors and role models. You must learn and listen to them, all right? There are people who are already doing what you want to do, or probably that actually helps you identify the desires in your heart that you don't even know that are there, all right? One of the ways to identify your place in life, which is in purpose discovery, is identifying the desires in your heart, all right? There are people that when you see, you discover that things that are flying in your mind like electrons start walking on two legs, start manifesting on two legs, all right? So their counsel means a lot. If you have access to them, that's mentorship, all right? If you don't have access to them, they can role model, you can understudy them, you can take out your time to learn about them, all right? That's why I created a section, a consultancy section, or probably counseling section, where I will talk with you one-on-one, where I'll explain how you can you can have opportunity to ask me questions about some things that are confusing to you, especially those who are multi-talented, who are drawn by different things. Today they are onto this, tomorrow they are onto another one, next tomorrow they are onto another thing, all right? So I want to teach you on how to clear that confusion, all right? Then finally is that you must let go of sentiments, all right? Sentiments are emotions that wouldn't let you make the right decisions, all right? It could be anger, it could be not just necessarily anger now, it could be affiliation to your parents, it could be affiliation to someone you respect. You need to understand that you have a different path from every other person. You don't have the same path with every other person, all right? That someone is in the field of medicine and you love the person and respect the person so much does not necessarily mean that you're wired for medicine, all right? That someone is in line of a business and you love the person and probably the person is influencing your life does not necessarily mean you're supposed to do whatever the person is doing. So you must separate yourself from other people's opinion. You must learn to stand on your feet to make decisions that favor you. You're not making decisions for other people. All right. You must learn to let go of sentiment. There are four sentiments I've listed in one of my one of the books you're gonna hear about. I'm going to talk about. All right. But 4 sentiments that you need to let go of and how to let go of this sentiment. All right. If you listen to this point and you stay to this point of this video, all right, there is so much I want you to know. Of course, you can't hear about purpose and not know how to discover purpose, all right? You can actually hear about it the much you can, but it's understanding of purpose that makes you, can help you relate to it. So you must identify how to discover your purpose. So I have a book already. You're going to see it, the link on the description below in this video. You're going to click to the link and you're going to get access to the book where you're going to learn on how to identify your place in life. First of all, you must understand your purpose. If you are confused about how to identify your purpose, the book is going to help you identify your purpose. If you are confused about how to hear from God, it's going to help you hear from God. If you're confused about how to capture a vision, because you need to have someone that is a guide that can help you write down your vision, help you capture it in your mind, all right? And also, if you find it hard to let go of sentiments, all right, the book is going to help you do that, all right? So the process of the book is everything about the book. When you click the link, you're going to see everything you need to know about the book and how much the book goes for. And I also have one of the good things about getting the book is that you have one-on-one section with me, free one-on-one. If you're able to purchase the book, you have free one-on-one section with me where I'm going to take you by the hands. I'm going to help you identify your place. God bless you. See you and as you buy the book. Thank you.